As someone who produces in Ableton and FL Studio consistently and has for years, I want to give you the number one reason why I use Ableton and the number one reason why I use FL Studio. I know everyone is usually fighting back and forth about which one is better, but when it comes to the piano roll, the FL Studio has Ableton beat by a mile. It is so much better, easier to use. It's just all around packed with more features. Being able to chop the MIDI, strum the MIDI. There's workarounds to be able to do it in Ableton, but it's not as smooth as in FL Studio. And you can even overlap notes in FL Studio's piano roll, which you can't do in Ableton, which can give you a much more natural sound, especially for piano loops. Again, by that same token, you can manipulate audio a lot in FL Studio, but when it comes to actually just grabbing, cutting up, reversing, flipping clips around, it is so much easier in Ableton. You can even go into audio clips and quantize them so much easier than having to open up a separate plugin. And I know that they've came out with new updates to try to make that process easier, but it just doesn't come close to touching what Ableton can do. So many more differences that I can go into, and that's not the only reason that I use one over the other. Let me know what you guys use and why in the comments below.